Fences are going up at schools around Springfield for a couple of reasons. One for safety, the other for athletic field improvements. Michael Hoffman is live at Mark Twain Elementary to explain these programs. Michael.
Well, Paul, the distinction is pretty easy to make. When you're going to places like Kickapoo or Glendale, you'll probably see some new stands for those athletic spectators, in addition to some uncompleted fences. The money from that came from the yearly budget, and they set money aside for those kinds of improvements every single year. But when you're talking about elementary schools like where I'm at right now in Mark Twain, and you see fences like this, the money from that actually came from Proposition 8S, Proposition S. Now that money came from a 2019 approval and it was reapproved in April. It gives Springfield Public Schools over $220 million to play with and to upgrade the safety features in the schools around. Now I spoke to some people who say they're all for it, these safety improvements, but some others I spoke with say they can get in the way of some of their favorite outdoor leisure activities. Charlotte Laird tries to walk 1 to 2 miles every day and enjoys walking the nature path by McBride Elementary.
There are paved trails and you don't have to worry about traffic and anything like that. And occasionally I see a deer or a bunny rabbit or wildlife. It's just a good place to walk.
Laird moved out of Springfield but is back in town visiting family. She says her regular walking trail has changed a bit.
I noticed that there was a fence company, a truck out there, and they were putting up the poles to put up the fencing, and I thought, well, this is odd. What's this all about?
What she didn't know is that fences like these are going up at all Springfield schools. It comes from an extension of Proposition S, extended from 2019 and approved by voters again in April. SPS says the program gives it access to $220 million over the next 5 years to improve safety at the different schools.
We will have 22 different sites that will actually have fencing added around their playgrounds to ensure kids know the boundaries of the playgrounds, that they stay where they need to be, and it creates that barrier of safety so that they don't get into a situation where they would be in harm's way of a street or pedestrian walkway that they wouldn't need to be out on.
Lair says while she's out on her walks, the fence can be an eyesore.
It's definitely not near as open looking and feeling as it had been before the fence.
I don't agree with that at all.
Dave Hagenow, another daily walker around McBride Elementary, says the fences don't bother him at all.
It's not infringing on anybody's view or capabilities of walking the trail. I mean, there's plenty of space out there. I just see it as a non-issue.
SPS says while it sees where people's issues are coming from, it's all about the kids' safety. And that's worth it.
It's about creating safety for our kids. And we understand that the cosmetic nature of that may not be to somebody's liking. But at the end of the day, our main focus is we keep kids as safe as we possibly can.
Now, SPS says those improvements from Proposition S are going to be completed by the end of 2028, barring any unforeseen obstacles that may get in the way of any construction project. And those improvements to the athletic fields around Springfield should be done by the end of June. For KY3 News, I'm Michael Hoffman. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Michael.